In a dense and remote corner of the rainforest, Milo, a monkey of no particular note among his troop, experienced something extraordinary one dewy morning. He woke up with an unusual clarity, a feeling that he was more than just a set of instincts, desires, and reactions. This newfound self-awareness was both exhilarating and terrifying. Every tree, every vine, and every whisper of wind seemed familiar yet profoundly different. As he swung through the trees, chasing the beams of sunlight that streaked through the canopy, he found himself reflecting on his actions and the world around him in a way he'd never done before. Why did he chase the sunlight? Why did the sunlight exist in the first place? Such questions gnawed at him, beckoning answers. As days turned into weeks, Milo's perceptions and thoughts evolved further. He began to observe humans from a distance. Their settlements, their interactions, and their curiously structured lives fascinated him. They built shelters that defied the elements, wore strange skins, and communicated with each other using complex sounds. Most intriguingly, Milo felt a connection with them, a yearning to understand them and be understood in return. His monkey friends couldn't comprehend the change in him. They'd playfully tug at him, inviting him for a frolic or a fruit feast, but Milo would often be lost in thought, distracted by the mysteries of existence or by the allure of the human world. One day, after watching a group of humans for hours, a daring idea took root in Milo's mind. What if he could live among them? What if he could blend into their society and learn from them, perhaps even share with them the unique perspective he had come to possess? With determination, Milo set out on a self-imposed mission to assimilate. He began by observing the way humans clothed themselves. He'd stealthily sneak into their camps when they were away, trying on shirts, hats, and even shoes. The shoes were particularly challenging, given his foot structure, but he managed to modify a pair using leaves and vines. Milo also tried to mimic human behaviors. He'd sit by himself, attempting to recreate the sounds they made, teaching himself the rhythm and intonation of their speech. While he couldn't grasp the depth of their language, he could produce a few phrases and sounds convincingly. However, as he watched the humans, he also noticed their darker tendencies. They often quarreled, displayed greed, and some even harmed others. Milo realized that blending into human society wasn't just about looking the part or sounding right. It was about navigating a complex web of emotions, desires, and ambitions that he was only beginning to understand. Despite the challenges, Milo's resolve only grew stronger. One day, after perfecting his attire made of stolen and improvised materials, he took a deep breath and approached a human settlement at the edge of the rainforest. He walked upright, mimicking their stride, his makeshift shoes making soft thuds on the ground. His heart pounded wildly as he stepped into the clearing where a few humans were gathered. They stared at him in shock. Milo tried to speak, producing some of the sounds he'd practiced. "Hello," he managed to utter, albeit with a thick accent that made the word sound strange and distorted. The humans murmured among themselves. One child stepped forward, eyes wide with wonder, and tentatively said, "Monkey? Talk?" Milo nodded, trying to smile the way he'd seen humans do, revealing his teeth in what he hoped was a friendly gesture. "Milo," he said, pointing to himself. And so, amidst the verdant embrace of the rainforest, began Milo's grand experiment of integration. While the initial reactions ranged from astonishment to skepticism, Milo's gentle demeanor and genuine curiosity soon won over many in the settlement. They found his attempts to fit in both endearing and perplexing. As days turned into weeks, Milo learned more about human customs, their joys, and their sorrows. He built himself a tiny hut on the outskirts of the settlement, where he would retreat to reflect on his experiences. The humans, for their part, grew to accept this unusual monkey who walked among them, dressed in clothes, and spoke in broken phrases. But acceptance wasn't synonymous with understanding. As Milo's understanding of humanity deepened, he found himself wrestling with more profound questions about identity, belonging, and the true nature of consciousness. One moonlit night, as Milo sat on the porch of his hut, staring at the vast, starry sky, he realized that his journey was far from over. This integration was just the beginning. The vastness of the human world, with its myriad cultures, beliefs, and experiences, beckoned him. And beyond that, there were even bigger questions about the nature of existence itself. Filled with a mixture of trepidation and excitement, Milo made a decision. The next phase of his journey would take him beyond this settlement, into the heart of the human world. And so, with the first light of dawn, Milo packed a small bag with fruits and set out on the next leg of his quest, leaving behind the settlement and venturing into the unknown. The further Milo ventured from the rainforest, the more alien the landscape became. The lush greens and vibrant sounds of the jungle were soon replaced by roads, vehicles, and towering structures made of concrete and glass. The cacophony of the city, with its honks, chatter, and distant music, was both overwhelming and exhilarating. Milo observed humans in greater numbers here, moving with a purpose and haste he hadn't seen in the settlement. Their faces were often buried in tiny glowing rectangles, and they seemed more isolated despite their proximity to each other. His unique appearance attracted a mixture of reactions. Children would point and giggle, while adults would often do double takes, their expressions ranging from amusement to outright disbelief. Some approached him with curiosity, while others kept a wary distance. One day, as Milo tried to cross a bustling street, he found himself caught amidst a sea of rushing humans. He mimicked their steps, trying to weave his way through, but was knocked off balance by a hurrying commuter. As he fell, his bag of fruits scattered. But before panic could set in, a gentle hand reached out, helping him to his feet. "Are you okay?" asked a young woman with kind eyes and a comforting smile. Milo nodded, trying to find his voice amidst the chaos. "Thank you," he managed to say. The woman, named Clara, was an anthropology student and immediately recognized the significance of Milo. Intrigued by this self-aware monkey attempting to integrate into human society, she decided to help him navigate the complexities of the city. With Clara's guidance, Milo began to grasp the nuances of urban life. He learned about money, tasted different cuisines, and even experienced the joys of technology. Clara introduced him to the wonders of the internet, where Milo discovered a world of knowledge at his fingertips. But the city wasn't without its challenges. Milo encountered prejudice, with some regarding him as a mere spectacle or a threat. There were times he felt deep loneliness, missing the simplicity of the rainforest and the playful camaraderie of his monkey family. Clara, sensing his struggles, introduced Milo to a diverse group of friends. Through heartfelt conversations and shared experiences, Milo came to realize that many humans grappled with feelings of isolation and identity, much like he did. They, too, were searching for their place in the vast tapestry of existence. Milo's story began to spread, first as whispered rumors, then as viral videos and news segments. People were captivated by the monkey who wore clothes, spoke broken phrases, and sought to understand humanity. Discussions erupted everywhere, from academic halls to coffee shops. Was Milo an anomaly? What did his existence say about consciousness and evolution? While many celebrated Milo's efforts to blend in, others raised ethical concerns. Debates ensued about his rights, his well-being, and the implications of his unique consciousness. Some argued he should be studied in a controlled environment, while others believed he should be free to explore the world as he wished. One evening, as Milo and Clara sat atop a rooftop, overlooking the sprawling city lights, Milo expressed a deep-seated longing. "Milo. Learn more," he said, his eyes fixed on the horizon. He wanted to understand the myriad cultures and philosophies that shaped human society. The city had offered him a glimpse, but he yearned for a deeper dive. Clara, understanding his insatiable curiosity, proposed a plan. They would travel the world together, exploring different cultures, meeting diverse groups of people, and seeking answers to the profound questions that Milo's existence posed. Heartened by the idea, Milo felt a renewed sense of purpose. The city, with all its chaos and wonder, had been a transformative experience. But the world was vast, and the quest for understanding was never-ending. As dawn broke, Milo and Clara, with backpacks ready, set forth on a new adventure. They would traverse deserts, scale mountains, and navigate bustling markets. Milo's journey into the heart of humanity had truly begun. Milo and Clara's travels took them across continents, exposing them to the beautiful mosaic of human existence. In each destination, they discovered traditions, beliefs, and ways of life that expanded Milo's understanding of humanity and his place within it. In a quiet village nestled in the Himalayas, Milo learned about meditation and spirituality. With guidance from local monks, he sat still, eyes closed, trying to tune into the rhythm of the universe. The serene environment brought him closer to his own essence, reminding him of his early days in the rainforest but with a deeper sense of connection. In bustling markets of Marrakesh, Milo danced to the beats of traditional music, his monkey agility making him a delightful spectacle. The warm laughter and camaraderie he felt amidst the vibrant stalls reminded him of the joyous moments shared with his monkey family. As they journeyed through the African savanna, Milo was reintroduced to the wild. The vast landscapes, the untamed beauty, and the magnificent creatures roaming free made him reflect on freedom, identity, and the fine line between civilization and nature. However, It wasn't just the places that left an indelible mark on Milo, it was the people and their stories. From scholars to artists, from farmers to tech innovators, each person they encountered added a layer to Milo's understanding of the human condition. He learned of their dreams, their fears, their love, and their losses. And in their stories, Milo saw reflections of his own journey. As months turned into years, Milo's fame grew. He was invited to speak at conferences, educational institutions, and global forums. Using a unique blend of sign language, his limited speech, and technology-assisted communication, Milo shared his insights on consciousness, coexistence, and the interconnectedness of all beings. But with fame came challenges. There were moments of intense scrutiny, where Milo felt trapped, reminiscent of his early days in the city. Some believed that he was a mere novelty, while others argued about the ethical dimensions of his existence and his interactions with human society. Clara remained his anchor throughout, helping him navigate the complexities of his unique position. They co-authored a book, detailing their travels and the lessons gleaned. It became a global bestseller, resonating with readers of all backgrounds. One evening, as they watched the sunset over the ancient city of Kyoto, Milo turned to Clara, his eyes deep with thought. "Milo. Journey. Home?" he expressed, a tinge of melancholy in his voice. Clara understood. The world had given Milo a wealth of experiences, but the call of the rainforest, his birthplace, was undeniable. They decided to conclude their global sojourn with a return to where it all began. Re-entering the rainforest was like stepping into a forgotten dream for Milo. The familiar sounds, the scent of the damp earth, the play of light and shadow, it all evoked a rush of memories. As he approached his old troop, there was a moment of hesitation, of uncertainty. But soon, playful tugs and warm embraces greeted him. While he had changed, the bond with his family remained unbroken. Milo decided to split his time between the rainforest and the human world. He built a haven at the edge of the forest, where he continued to write, reflect, and welcome curious souls from around the world. This sanctuary became a symbol of harmony, a place where nature and civilization met, learned from each other, and coexisted. Milo's journey had come full circle, but his impact on the world was everlasting. Through his unique existence, he had bridged gaps, challenged norms, and ignited discussions about consciousness, identity, and the very essence of life. As years passed and Milo's legend grew, people from all walks of life made pilgrimages to his sanctuary. They came not just to see the monkey who had become self-aware, but to learn, to introspect, and to be a part of a story that transcended boundaries. In the heart of the rainforest, Milo's legacy flourished, a testament to the boundless possibilities of existence and the profound connections that unite all beings. Hi,